Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I'm Sandman99.
Merry Christmas, and welcome back to Madden NFL 2004, Santa's Elves franchise.
Yes, and last week we prevailed over the Denver Horses 27-3.
Yep.
And so we are undefeated now. I think we're 6-0.
Yep, but now we're up against the Bigmen here, and they're, by the looks of it, an air-it-out team. They have good quarterbacks and good wide receivers. Their running backs are nothing to slouch at, but they're not their strongest attribute. And they also have some rather lackluster defensive players in terms of defensive line and linebackers.
Yeah.
And even their defensive backs are a little on the weaker side.
Yeah.
But they throw their run-to-pass ratio is 3-7.
Yeah.
So
they even in simulation they pass the ball twice as often as they run.
that's right, yeah.
Which we might end up with one of those games where they pass 47 times and run 4 times or something, right?
Possibly. But then again, if I come out in that dime defense as I usually do, I mean, you've already seen that teams run more against that than they pass.
Yeah, they seem to maybe they go 1 defensive back, 2 defensive back, 3, and they count how many DBs you have on the field, and then maybe they form their strategy based on that. I don't know.
Very likely. I mean, I know when I'm on offense, that's what I do, actually.
Yeah, because I know my defense in this thing here is kind of a weird thing where I've got a couple of defensive linemen playing outside linebacker positions and non-standard formations, and technically, I guess you could say I have I have 5 defensive backs on the field, but I also have 5 defensive linemen. So,
we've had quite a year so
oh,
far.
look at that! We're at home again, and it's 0 degrees
It's
again.
still 0 degrees.
It's always 0 degrees at the North Pole.
Is it ever lower than 0 degrees?
I don't know. We haven't seen it lower than 0 degrees yet.
It's like Ecuador.
The company that defines football.
You talk about a quarterback who can lead his
Well,
team to
they're
victory.
talking about the quarterback
this guy has
there.
all the tools you look for. Great arm.
I don't know. I think he
presence,
looks
and
cold.
the ability to hit the receiver anywhere.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the sleeves on or anything.
Yeah.
And we can see him put up.
I wouldn't want to be
The
sleeveless in
visiting
0
team gets some
degrees.
Good receivers too, and it's a big reason for his success passing. Now, this is his favorite target, and when you see what he can do,
It's
with
part of the
football in
home
his
field
hands, it's
advantage,
easy to
right?
understand why. The coaches
Yeah,
have
they
told
drop
us
passes
wanted
because
to
they're
get him some
cold.
catches early in the game, so we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
I think our last game was a home game too, so this is another home game.
Yeah.
You got to save some of that intensity and energy for the game.
Let's go to midfield for the coin toss.
Okay, we'll see if we can get the direction right this time. Yeah, okay. I think I got it right. See, it's tricky because it's just it's a
Very
sort of
light
a light
color
colored
change.
gray on the end zone.
Yep.
So
Whereas in Madden 05, I think it's yellow or gold.
Yeah. Well, just small improvements like that, I suppose, that they made just to make things a little bit clearer, right?
Yep.
Because I know I trash talk Madden 05 a lot, it seems like lately, but they did make some improvements from this game. And I had a fair amount of success playing with this particular method. So we're going to see if we can do this again and duplicate that success. Like I think I had a monster passing game last game where I barely managed to go over 100 yards passing, but my completion percentage was like 75% or something, and I didn't throw any interceptions.
Well, there you go.
I guess that was a step in the right direction.
Well, we'll just have to see how it all works out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they weren't the toughest defense in the world, but they weren't a slouch by any means.
No.
The score didn't really run away from them until they started having problems catching up.
They threw 3 interceptions. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to back everybody up all the time. I think.
Yeah, even if I do.
Yeah, the horses threw 3 interceptions in the second half in the last game, and up until that point, I think it was only a 1-score game or a 10-point game or something.
It was fairly close.
Yeah, I think it was 17-3 or something, and then they started feeling the time pressure. I guess. Oh, I just did that again.
Number 7.
It's okay. It's audible A.
Yeah, it's audible A. Hey, Detroit Comets are 3-4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they're not a cupcake team in this one.
Yeah.
So they're actually a good team.
Yeah.
Or a half-decent one.
I'll just kick it into the end zone for a touchback. That way I don't have to cover kickoffs.
So I'm just going to assume that they're passing.
I think that's probably a safe assumption unless they start to run the ball a lot. Then you might have to play some, give some respect to the run. Our last 2 opponents actually ran the ball enough that you actually had to respect the run a little bit, hey?
Yep.
Dropping back the pass on first down. Rolling.
But these guys have come out throwing right away.
Display of great hands on that catch.
That receiver has all the tools.
But that wasn't bad for coverage on the wide side of the field for a pass like that.
Corners are backing off.
To the flat.
Butler using split backs. Dropping back. Pressure coming. Throws it.
Oh, look at that. He just threw an interception to the cornerback. Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't get control of him again. I think I actually tripped over that guy.
Yep, that was an ill-advised pass. Right, trying to crowd it in there near the sideline.
Now it's 1st and 10.
I think that was supposed to be a corner route, but he let it run to the point where the guy hit the sideline, and I think that they will not voluntarily run out of bounds in this one.
Oh, I got pushed out of bounds.
And so, even though that guy might have 97 speed, he's kind of jogging by the sideline trying to stay in, and then the quarterback threw it at him, because the quarterback's a moron.
Yeah.
And now they get a whole
That was an ill-advised pass, that's for sure.
He sees something in the defense.
I don't know if I've tried throwing this to a tight end here yet.
Pass play here on first down.
Well, I guess you're not throwing it to him now.
I guess we'll throw it to the wide receiver over there instead.
Well, that's quite a way to start the game. We might need this.
See, what I did, I called the flat pass right audible.
Yep.
And then when the tight end obviously could not run the flat pass, I looked to the other side, and what do you know, the wide receiver was able to run the tight end route quite nicely, thank you very much.
Yeah, and that was the second string wide receiver.
Yeah.
The kick is up, and the extra point is good.
So we're off to a quick start.
Yep.
Excellent play call.
The more touchdown
That
drives,
was a 22-yard touchdown
They'll go back to the
pass.
sidelines and see why they were able to beat the defense for 6. And they'll try and repeat those results the next time they get the ball.
Stay in play, stay in play. Okay, yeah. See,
You're good.
that's why I started just kicking it down the middle. Right?
Is because that way you
Because
can...
that way when I screw up, it stays in play at least so that I don't end up giving them the ball at the 40, right?
Appear capable of running away with this game, John, if they can get everything rolling offensively. A couple of turnovers, and this could turn into a rout.
High-powered offenses aren't very high-powered when they don't have the ball.
Under pressure with the throw.
Oh, that guy outmaneuvered the coverage guy there. Got him turned around the wrong way.
Well, at least he was out there to make the tackle.
Coverage on that one.
Yeah, even John agrees the guy blew his coverage.
Corners are giving a bit of a cushion. They line up in the I formation. Pressure steps up.
Oh, got the sack.
Yeah, we'll just take those passing yards back.
See, oddly enough, though, even though this team is an air-it-out team, their offensive line is not all that good, right?
That's right, yeah. It's mostly their receivers and their quarterback who's really good, in spite of the magical interception he served up there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was all about.
Well, maybe you might be able to get some pressure here just because I don't think their offensive line is much better than ours, to tell you the truth.
Pressure coming.
Hot potato.
Yeah. Oh, Santa Claus plays.
Come on, Santa.
Santa Claus plays dirty.
That's his second face mask penalty in this series.
And it cost him.
With his helmet on sideways like that, I bet he thought his whole head had just been readjusted.
We had
on
to
his
stop,
neck.
Santa. All you had to do was take him down.
Yeah.
Ball on their own 45.
Damn it.
Giving some cushion on the outside. They line up in the I formation.
Ooh, you almost jumped.
I did.
You did jump.
Oh,
You're
I did
offside.
jump.
Behind the line.
Yeah, you didn't get
Yeah.
defensive tackle back on side.
Crap.
They pulled the defense offside
Oy.
and got the first down.
And here is
coach
a
isn't
situation
happy
where
with
can't
you.
lose. The defense gets pulled off sides, which basically gives you a free play. Even if you missed, you still get the first down.
To carry it, they'll go with a play fake.
They're running play action even though they haven't actually run the ball yet, eh?
It's caught.
That guy actually ran to the end of his route and then
He
started
ran to
running
the end of his route
backwards.
and then came running back. Yeah. Well, at least you know you had the coverage depth necessary anyway.
Unfortunately, we can't come back for it.
Yeah. Well, he had a way more time than you would expect. Anyway. We're going to be in a shootout here or what?
I'm thinking so.
Turley in the backfield. Man in motion. Dropping back, closing in. Fumble.
That's a fumble. Pick it up. Yeah.
Recover.
Oh, there
A
you go.
backward pass.
Santa took the drive away from them.
Yep. Backward pass. Santa Claus makes up for the
After
face
fumble
mask
now, it's
penalty.
1st and 10.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow, that's an odd looking defensive alignment.
Calling an audible.
I think that's the 4-3 over.
Yeah.
The call. Rumbles ahead for about 5.
Okay, well, we did okay there.
Number 1. Get set.
Okay, what do we got going on here?
Under pressure. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Good job of bringing the pass in.
This guy can really move. He turns things up 2 or 3 notches.
Yep,
when it
just
really
toss
counts.
that short pass
That's the
in
kind
there
of thing
and
you
make a
love to
first
see as a
down.
coach.
Yep.
Guys who have that second and third gear.
Calling an audible now.
Well, this might work out.
He's on the run.
Yeah,
Just about 7 yards.
love
on
that.
carry.
Love that halfback belly play. We'll try and see. They got -6 yard. Oh, that's because of the fumble too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think that was funny that they were running that play action pass that they got that big gain on against you when they haven't actually run the ball yet on purpose in this game, right?
They give it to the halfback.
There. Ah,
And that's a good gain up the middle for the first.
And I'll tell you what, the guys up front did a good job of creating a hole for him to run through.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 44. 5th play of this drive. He sees something in the defense.
gonna take a bump from the defensive end here probably, but
Probably, yep. You'll just have to watch that corner to see how he covers it.
Pressure.
Oh, you didn't take a bump.
Into the open.
No.
You actually got clean of him.
yeah.
Good throw, good catch.
Oh, you never know with these things, though, right? I guess he must have been stunting towards the inside or something.
And this
Yeah.
guy's going to put the ball on you.
Well, that time, the only reason I audible to a pass is because of that alignment that they showed. I had actually called a run play up the middle, right?
Directing traffic.
Because after seeing the way they've responded to the run here a few times in this game,
Roll back handoff.
I don't think they have an especially strong front seven, and I think I'm gonna see if I can work them over on the ground a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, their front seven is barely better than a cupcake front seven.
Coming up here.
The main thing that they really have at all is they have a bit of skill at defensive back.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked to me like their DBs are actually fairly good.
Hand it off to the back.
Oh, that was a pretty good run.
So
Yeah.
on the blitz, they can't get to the ball carrier until it's too late.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think I'm going to try and work the run on them a little because, especially up the middle, because I think they're a little bit soft in the middle, at least from what I've seen so far.
Calling an audible now.
And this way I can rack up some rushing yardage and maybe play keep away a little bit and make your life a little easier.
Tucks it away.
Well, and it'll definitely be needed too. I mean, these guys were already just about able to move the ball at will, but if they'd had their good starting tight end, if he wasn't out injured, they absolutely would be able to move the ball at will.
Yeah.
Because he's a speedster and he's out. He's injured.
Oh, they actually have an injured first string player, do they?
They do.
Oh well, anyway, we'll see if this...
He'll get it again.
We'll see if this strategy holds up.
They're making it look easy out there. The 5th first down on this drive.
Yeah, and the key out there has been great play calling and even better execution. They've mixed it up well, and the defense has been on their heels this whole drive.
I know I'm repeating myself a little bit here, but we'll give it to the middle guy again. Oh, look, they just moved the defensive tackle over there and opened up a huge hole for me there.
Oh, with any luck.
Yeah.
I suspect that middle linebacker will fill that hole and he'll pick up 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I was still able to actually force my way ahead for about 5.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I guess because he's a weaker tackler than normal, right?
Well, I had a bunch of blockers in there, kind of pushing people around, too. Our offensive line can actually push these guys around a little bit, eh?
Yeah, their front 7 ain't that good.
Yeah, because our offensive line is terrible.
Number 37.
Oh, but their safeties are pretty
The
good.
safety that came barging in there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 37. Couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size.
The safety says no to the running attack.
Yep.
Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem
Well,
to be a big factor when the
I guess
game's
we're
on
going
the
to throw
line.
a short pass over the middle to our tight end there, hopefully, unless he gets partially jammed there. But
Well, maybe look for an opportunity to scramble.
Surveying the field.
yeah, I'm going to take it myself.
I'm sure glad I made that suggestion.
Yeah, well, see, I'm not used to playing with a quarterback that can run like Santa Claus, right?
Yeah,
So,
that guy definitely tried to jam your tight end, too.
So I usually, yeah, he did. Actually, he even with the anti-jam pattern there, he still managed to slow him up enough that,
It ruined his route.
well, I probably could have still thrown it to him if I'd have stood in there, but I would have been in danger from getting sacked if I waited that long, right?
Or getting it knocked down or something else like that.
10 plays and a touchdown against that defense.
Well, but you ate up 7 minutes off the clock, and now we're ahead by 2 scores.
Yep.
Each play keeps getting you closer and closer, and finally
Oh,
you get
I did
the
it
one
again.
that puts you
What
in
a
for
habit
6.
that is, eh?
Yeah, I know.
You get used to doing things a certain way, and
Because that's the way it's done in Madden 05.
yeah, that's the way it's done in Madden 05. You kick off to one corner, and that way it helps you with the coverage, right?
Lays into him with a stiff arm. New York needs to
Whereas
score
here,
to
I've
get
learned that
back
it's
into this
preferable to let them have an extra 7 or 8 yards on the return, so long as you can contain them and stop them. Otherwise, you might give up a kickoff for a touchdown, right?
Yep.
Drops back.
Oh.
Slings it
That was a
outside.
fake pass rush or what?
Ah,
And
come on.
nobody, yeah, what are you doing over
I'm
there?
trying to get the Engram there to dive at him, but I can't get the right guy. It keeps giving me guys downfield.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is that's something that irritates me about the defense in this game, is they won't put in that extra effort in order to actually go after the guy.
Yeah, you have to do a lot of stuff yourself, right?
And, of course, if you can't get the right player, then you just get screwed.
Hey, a run play.
Just about 7 yards on that.
I think that's the first run play they've run in this game.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. The corners are backing off. Gets the pass off.
You see that? They're throwing all those swing passes out to the flats.
No, but I've got the flats coverage out there. They just need to play their assignments correctly.
Well, the thing is, though, they won't. Unless there's a wide receiver on that side, then they won't play close enough to be able to stop him from getting a few yards when he catches it, right?
Just backed up their corners and safeties, even though they'll probably see a run here. Curley. Nice play.
You're not going. Oh, he threw it away. Oh, yeah, watch the replay of this, though, because this is the only, as far as I can tell, this is just about the only actual pass play out of this, right? And that halfback that just took the play fake is like this is like the clown pass, right? He's the only receiver.
I'm honestly surprised he didn't hot potato it to him, like, right here.
Yeah, well... But anyway, like he is literally, he's the only receiver going out into the pattern.
And so it actually is the clown pass.
Yeah, well, kind of, except that I think my version of the clown pass was actually effective, right?
Yeah, well, because it has an effective route.
Yeah, because it has an effective route. But yeah, I mean, you're play faking to the halfback, who you're then going to try and throw a pass to. You know, like, you're basically drawing everyone's attention to the guy who's going to be the only receiver in the pattern, right?
Still, though, it's a rare thing to see the AI throw the ball away.
Yeah.
Number 1, get set.
I think that's the first time I've seen that.
And he's brought down.
At least in recent memory.
Only a yard by the halfback.
Well, they stopped me there. Okay.
Time might run out on the first quarter here.
Is time going to run out on the first quarter? I think time is going to run out on the first quarter.
That's okay. They left that linebacker in the middle. He could have interfered with your slant over the middle.
I was going to call an audible there anyways, with that look that they were showing.
Now they've robbed you of a bunch of time.
Did they?
Yep.
Oh, that's okay. I've got enough time. I'm just going to go to the play I was going to audible to.
Number 1 sets up. Drops back. Rolling out to his right. With the throw, he hits his receiver. Clearly, they were on the same page on that play.
These days, offenses rely on a short, quick pass, and the receiver gaining lots of yards after the catch.
Looks like he's changing the play. The home team using motion. Gets rid of it, and it's caught.
Well, that was tightly covered, but not good enough.
That's the thing, though, when you use motion like that, it messes with the coverage a little bit, too, right?
Yeah, that probably messed with it just enough so that you could fit it in there. It wasn't a big difference, but it was a difference. And now you're motoring, man. Now you've got the whole field to work with.
Oh, that didn't work very well, though.
The defense is always very aggressive when defending the run. They're extremely disciplined. They get off their blocks very quickly.
Yeah, they've got 1 yard rushing now.
When you're running the ball.
And almost as much as you do passing.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
We'll run away from that safety that's crept down to the line there.
Number 37. Picks up 5.
Oh, good run on second down. 3rd and 5 is easier to make than 3rd and 10.
True.
Five yards to go.
What do we have going on here?
An ultra-wide line and man coverage.
The motion man.
Uh-oh.
He's He surveys the field.
Oh, I threw it right at him. I thought I was going to lead it down and away from him.
That was a great pick.
I shouldn't have thrown that.
Like a book.
He just stepped up anyways.
Yeah, well, I tried to lead it be sort of down and away behind the receiver a little bit. But I guess it's harder to do in this game or something. I don't know.
It's not as dramatic.
8-yard gain.
Well, that's okay. We already knew coming into this that this was going to be one of those kinds of shootout type games. And at least you took a bit of time off the clock and you ate up the last of the first quarter. I can't fault you for that.
They'll go from the I formation. Throwing.
Wow.
That almost was a backwards pass again.
Almost, yeah.
The incomplete pass.
Oh, they're going to run the toss. They made it, too.
Broke a tackle.
Yeah.
First down coming up after that.
Yeah, well, they've only run like twice in this game, right? I can see why you weren't playing the run there at all. It's too bad, because if you had been, then you would have stopped that in the backfield, but...
They line up in the I formation.
Hot potato.
Yeah.
He's stuck at the 18. So that play goes for about 6. A little over 4 to go. Butler gets set on the ground.
Oh, now they're going to bring out the running game.
Yeah. Well, that one's kind of on me, I think. But yeah, if they're going to do that, you might want to make an adjustment and have that linebacker lined up on the outside of the strong side of their formation.
So they're trying to tack on the extra point. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. So the drive didn't have a whole
It will
lot of
just put a stop to that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, they certainly made the adjustment and started running the ball.
Yeah.
Whether it's your special
And it didn't
teams
take
or
them long.
defense that sets you up with great field position, your job as an offense is to
There
take
you go. You
advantage
just
of it.
went outside and you got it back. Oh, except for that guy who's really fast.
I just deked him at the last moment.
Yeah. Good job.
There you go.
So fast,
Good
I think
job.
it singed the turf.
Yeah, what I did is I tried running real slow there to let all blocking set up, and then I tried to get outside.
Number 7
Yeah.
comes in for the extra point. The kick is up. The point after is good. Special teams plays.
I'm pretty sure that guy who was chasing me had 99 speed, though.
Yeah, he was fast. I thought he was going to catch you.
The defense may be more upset than the special teams because they pride themselves on not letting the other team score. So when they see a touchdown given up while they're on the sidelines, it just
I still
takes away
can't get
their
this
ability
kickoff
to
thing
do
out
anything
under
about it.
control here.
Stiff arm.
Oh, look at this.
Yep,
See, that's what happens when you kick it to one corner or the other, right?
sadly.
Yeah. It's scary because those guys on the outside don't have enough brains to actually follow the guy inside when he goes to the inside, right?
Number 84.
But at least if you kick it down the middle to start with, then if the guy tries to go outside, at least he's got like 3 or 4 guys already running right at him in their lanes, right?
Yep.
This time he does a great job.
Except that I can't kick the goddamn ball straight.
Giving some cushion on the outside. Flings it to the outside.
Well, that's Santa
Okay,
Claus.
well, he was out there fast enough that time.
The open area.
Yeah, Santa Claus is never going to be slow getting out there.
Closing in. Throwing short to his left.
See that? They keep doing the same kind of thing over and over, eh?
That's the kind of mental error that drives coaches crazy.
That time it was to a wide receiver, but it was still a
As a receiver, you gotta be
flat
aware
or short
of
out
where you are
pass,
and where you
right?
have to go
Well, that's okay, though,
to
because I had Santa Claus playing the flat on that side.
So they'll line up the punt after
So
going
he'll get
for
out
the-
there. He's got 99 speed, and he'll cover that.
Fair catch called for.
Okay, well,
That's a
let's
good
see if
job
we
of getting
can
downfield by
not
the
throw an
cover
interception
to
again
force
this
the fair
time.
catch.
Well, we ended up profiting off your last one.
Well,
Because I went and ran a kickoff back for a
Yeah.
touchdown.
let's say we broke even on that one, okay? I don't know that it's ever a good thing to throw an interception, but
He's taken down at the 29. Maybe a yard on that counterplay. No more.
I'll sit here and I'll encourage you to throw interceptions.
yeah.
No.
Looks like he's changing the play.
Well, I was sitting here watching them make all those adjustments.
Yep, got interfered with this time.
Yeah,
Thankfully,
that's okay.
that corner was not in the best position.
Yeah, he was still able to get out there.
Finds his man and puts it right on the money.
Here's a look at the third down success rate of each team.
Third down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on third down, you keep three things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field.
Well, that time the safety's off a little deeper. I
I
should be okay this time, I think.
Pressure.
Yep.
It. He hits his receiver.
Watch it here. This is a great call on third down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here, but this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
All right. I'm going to go this way. It looks to me like that end is a little bit wider on that side.
They give it to the halfback. And he's tackled.
Well, that's okay. You get to go up the middle, and looks like someone got hurt.
John, he's hurt.
Yep.
We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known.
That guy must be a defensive tackle.
Oh well. Tick, 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 tick.
Receives the handoff. Only a yard by the halfback.
Well, they put a quick stop to that.
Well, on the bright side, though, you've kept the clock going and going at a good tick. The more time you can eat up, the less time they have to... oh, looks like that guy's going to be out for a little while. But the less time they have to come back and score.
Yeah, he's going to be out for most of the rest of the game.
Thanks, Melissa. Taylor, the man in motion. Pressure coming, throwing. He hits it.
Oh, couldn't quite get there.
He just couldn't get control of it.
Inches away.
When they run it in game situations.
Number 7 is looking for a good punt here. Spoto is the deep return man.
There, we'll see if we can hit a blocker with it.
Hey, man, every advantage you can get. Oh!
Wow. I can't believe he fielded that.
Yep.
Shoestring catch, eh?
It's not as dangerous in this game as it is in 05, though. It's not like a guaranteed fumble anymore.
I don't know, personally, I don't think I would field a punt that I had to have a player run up and almost, like make a miracle catch like that. Anyway.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't either.
That's just a little bit too risky for my tolerance.
The quarterback knew that he didn't have to force that one.
I'm okay with allowing completed passes like that.
Well, they've certainly been throwing a lot of them, and they've had a couple of them go for decent gains, but in the long run, I don't think it's going to be something they can make a living with, right? Although they're going to try by the looks of it.
Watch here as he's able to avoid the blocker and get in there and make the tackle. Now that's how you're supposed to play. Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
Giving some cushion on the outside. Throwing. And he hits his target.
Oh, Santa Claus again. 30 yards in penalties.
Come on, Santa.
Yeah. Wow. He's feeling aggressive today.
Apparently.
It's taking the referee a while to get it together here. What's going on?
Just do this.
And we're back.
See if that helps.
Oh, there he is.
So it's
God.
a 15-yard penalty. An incidental 5-yard face mask.
He's lucky his head's still on the way he got yanked down there.
Yeah, he's actually trying to hurt that guy.
No milk and cookies for Santa Claus tonight.
Yeah, he's been a bad Santa.
Yep.
Again. Gets the call, picks up 4, maybe 5 there. 2nd and 6. Ball on their own 44. Steps up, throws it.
Well, that one was a little off target.
I think that was another hot potato.
Yeah. Well, there was three defenders in there too, right?
Team. Line up in the shotgun. The corners are backing off. With the pass.
Oh, look at that.
It's Grumpy.
Yep, again.
The defender is there to make the play.
Yeah, I was playing the curl flat zone on that side.
Yep.
And that's who was playing it.
Well,
Mr.
you know what?
Grumpy.
Those curl flat zones are interception makers, right? They are in Madden 05 and they are also in Madden 04. For some reason, AI quarterbacks seem to have a blind spot as far as curl flat zones go, right?
Yep.
2nd and 5. Ball on the 19-yard line. Number 1 sets up.
Well, look, I can run this out to the 2-minute warning.
Nice.
Yeah.
2 minutes left in the quarter.
So that's what we're going to do.
Well, the less time I have to spend against the unstoppable 2-minute offense, the better. And it will be unstoppable with these guys behind the wheel.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark. Calling an audible now. Throws it. Has room. And he makes the grab.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy has 99 speed. He might not be the best defensive back in the world, but he is fast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wasn't able to run away from him. Not with this guy, anyway. Although he does have 3 catches for 52 yards, which is pretty good by anybody's standards as far as yards per catch goes.
Yep.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go with this again anyway against the goal line D here, since they have the line shifted to one side. Not expecting any holes to open up in the middle there, but maybe I can run around the end.
This one is handed off.
Just like that.
Nice.
Great rushing touchdown there.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Yeah, it seems to me like this is such a year of the turnover that basically whoever commits less turnovers wins, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Which is why I need to learn to be more careful with the ball.
Well, you've been making a good effort at that, as you demonstrated in the last game. You didn't have a single turnover in that game.
Yeah.
Going in their favor.
Yeah, and then I went and I threw one against a weak defense here. I'm just going to aim it a little that way.
Well, it can't be
He
helped.
gets the kick away
Well, I still kicked it into the corner over here.
from the 4.
I don't know why, but I just can't seem to kick that ball straight.
The 30-yard line.
I mean, one interception a game I wouldn't worry too much about, because, you know, we all make user errors sometimes.
I don't think I want to throw 16 interceptions this season. Wow.
To the air on first down. Closing in.
Oh, look at that. You got a sack
On the weak side.
from the right outside linebacker.
With the pass.
Wow, you almost got another interception there.
Sadly, I had the defensive end playing the curl flat zone that time, and he can't catch.
Yeah, well,
Here's a 3rd and long situation. Ball on their own 25. Butler gets set. Drops back with the throw.
oh,
Incomplete pass.
Well, that was a close one.
yep.
to punt it away here. And he signals for the fair catch. And so the punt goes out of bounds.
Hey, I know they want to increase the lead before half, but they got to be careful and not let the other team back in it with a turnover.
That's right. So I think we're probably just going to run the ball here.
You run the clock out.
With the carry.
Yep. We'll just cut up inside here and pick up 2.
Second and 8. Ball on their own 44.
Then we'll just see if we can maybe get a free one here, eh?
Ha! I don't
Why?
know, you might be asking for trouble.
Well, if they're playing a cover 2, this will probably be a touchdown, right? And if not, then I guess I'll just pull the ball down and scramble around a bit or something. Uh-oh. Well, as it turns out, I was too busy talking and daydreaming, and I needed to do
the motion.
The motion thing, right? I needed to remember to do that.
You just run the ball and start getting ready for the second half.
This looks like it might be better coverage for it, that kind of thing anyways.
Using motion. Hand it off to the back. Play action. Throwing.
Oh, he dropped it.
Honestly, I'm surprised that wasn't a fumble. It looked like he had possession of that.
Well, it went out of bounds anyways, right? So, yeah. Oh, that's fine. I think we'll just run the ball and be done with it here.
It actually would have been to our advantage if it had been a fumble, because it would have been fumbled out of bounds and you would have had possession of it again. Then you could have kicked a field goal.
Looks like he's changing the play. Number 37.
That's okay. We'll just run the clock out to the halftime stretch.
Yes, and now it's time for that break that refreshes.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Yes, and just to show you what a turnover dependent game this is, Madden 04, we'll look at quarterback Tay Butler's performance in the first half here. And he has a quarterback rating of 35.7, even though he has completed 63% of his passes. He's 12 of 19, but he threw 2 interceptions.
Yep.
In the process, too.
And he's only had 1 drop pass.
And yes, if we have a look at his receiving group here, they have actually only dropped, as a group, they've only dropped 1 pass.
Yeah, and so take away those 2 interceptions and that 1 drop pass, and he has a 79% completion percentage.
Yeah.
I actually whipped out my calculator here.
But yeah, I mean, turnovers in this game are a big thing, right? And then you also had that backward pass, which was basically a lateral that got batted down. Right?
Yep.
Back to the field.
So anyway, we will receive the kickoff to start the second half.
Without that lateral, he would have had like an 81% pass completion. If nothing had gone wrong in this game, he would have had like an 81% pass completion. It's ridiculous.
We get set for the second half kickoff. They'll return this one.
So basically, you can't really stop them if they're really bound and determined to pass the ball.
In the first half, the other team let their guard
until
down
you
and
basically
seized
all you can do is
up
just,
the
I think,
face out there.
play
You can be sure that
kind
they
of a
make
bend
some
but don't
adjustments.
break kind of a
They're
thing
gonna come out
against
more
these
focused
guys,
now.
and then wait for them to make a mistake. Basically.
Yep.
And that's, from what I can remember many years ago playing this game, that's kind of how I remember it playing as well.
Because it's not like I've gotten a whole ton of pass knockdowns either or anything. Like, they've basically been able to do whatever they want through the air. They've just had
including that one where he actually had so much time to throw the ball.
He ran all the way down the field and then started coming back.
The receiver reached the end of his route and then turned around and came back. So,
with a man in motion.
So, though, that tells me it was pretty good coverage downfield.
Drops back under pressure. He's looking.
He still wasn't.
Oh, wow.
John, I don't know how they didn't pick that one off.
Usually you don't get that good a coverage on those.
Yeah,
Wow.
these guys, the one highlight of their defense is their defensive back play.
Yeah, they seem to have a guy there who is pretty fast, and he can recover when he's out of position very quickly.
Oh, he's the guy who almost ran me down from behind on that kickoff return.
Yeah.
Pressure. Slings it to the outside.
Oh, what happened there? Dropped it?
Yep, probably for the best, actually, because that way you don't lose yards with that guy in your face.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt.
Well, this is more or less going to go straight downfield, but
Yeah.
From the 27-yard line.
ah, Santa!
Another face mask penalty. He's got 3 face mask penalties in this game.
Santa's handing out the ass whoopings this year.
Yeah, he's accumulated 35 penalty yards single-handedly.
Yeah, I guess in wherever the big men are from, they've been bad this year.
Yeah, the New York Bigmen.
They line up in the I formation, using motion. Pressure coming, gets the pass off.
Oh, boy.
He was there,
Thought that was going to be an interception, too.
Make the catch.
Sometimes you see the
That would have been a
receivers
pretty
drop the
spectacular
easiest
catch
passes.
if he didn't actually
Must be
come
thinking
back down
before
with that.
making the catch.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was getting hit, and a guy was trying to make a play on the ball, and,
In motion.
you know, like that's...
Throwing left. Stiff arm.
Damn, their running back is fast. Their running back is so fast he can almost outrun Santa.
Yep. Well, he did. He managed to pick up 4 yards there.
3rd and 6. Ball on their own 38. The corners are backing off. The visiting team line up in the shotgun. Hands it
Oh,
off.
trying to get tricky now.
Handoff goes for about a yard.
Well, thankfully I was blitzing from that side.
Yeah.
So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt.
Wow, that is amazing coverage.
Yeah, there was 3 guys in your face there when you caught that one. It almost looks like Madden 05 out there. Okay, well.
Except I could catch that and then take the hit, and I probably wouldn't fumble it.
Yeah, maybe not.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
Any unnecessary hits you take is always a chance for a fumble, but it's not a guaranteed thing.
Using motion.
Uh-oh.
Looking downfield, throws it, and the catch is made. He was on the
Yeah, I might have started that motion a little bit late, but
This guy looks
I was worried.
yeah, I got away with
2nd
it.
and 6 coming up here. Looks like he's changing the play. He hands it off. The fullback picks up about 4 yards.
Yeah, we'll just pound it in there.
Yep.
And here's what they've been able to do so far on 3rd down.
3rd down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
Man in motion. Closing in, throwing.
Oh, he dropped it.
He even got his hands on it. He just dropped it.
That was just a
That
drop.
looks like lack of concentration by the wide receiver. If he catches that one, it's a sure 1st down. Maybe a lot more. But he drops it, leaving the offense facing a 4th down situation.
Well, that one's going to go straight down the middle, too.
Thankfully, the big guy's out there covering his own punts.
Yep.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 24.
New York is totally getting coal in their stocking this year.
Yep.
With all these face mask penalties, Santa is dissatisfied and unhappy about something.
Corners playing back. Drops back, throwing.
Well, there's one for the defensive end this time.
Yep.
They called it inadvertent.
You know, there's so many limbs flying.
It's like, I can face mask too, Santa.
You just
Yeah.
tackle whatever you can and you grab anything.
He's just
that's
following
moving.
that
Sometimes you
leadership
get a handful of
example,
mass.
right?
Yep.
They'll go from the I formation.
Well, I guess if we face mask them enough times, maybe they won't be able to think straight, and then they won't be able to play well.
Under pressure, it's rid
I
of it.
thought you were going to get a sack there.
Pass bringing up second down.
But I guess it was not to
The
be.
visiting team line up in the shotgun.
Yep, he just hot potatoed it out of there just in time.
Got him, you got him. Here come the heat. Look out right. Dropping back, throwing, off target, and he gets it. Gain of 10.
Oh, 3rd and inches.
Well, not quite the gain of 10, but
Ball on their own 45. The defense just dropped the safeties and corners into deeper coverage. Hard to explain this one. The visiting team line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Goodwin.
oh, he spun me.
Yeah, he slipped through there. and that's another face mask penalty for the defensive end.
You know, I wonder if player rating, if these guys are like very highly rated, they draw a lot more penalties.
I don't know. That's a lot of. We've gotten at least 5 face mask penalties in this game so far. We'll have to look at the stats afterwards off camera here and just see what kind of, how we're doing in the rankings with the penalties.
Ah.
There's another one.
I do. I think that's what it is really high-rated players draw a lot more penalties, and kind of mediocre players don't draw a lot of penalties.
Yeah, he's got 4 face mask penalties in this game already. Two major fouls and 2 incidentals.
New York is totally getting coal in their stocking for Christmas.
Yeah.
Line up in the shotgun. With the pass.
That guy just outran the coverage there.
Yeah.
Great catch, and that'll move the chains.
Well, these guys sure can pass. There's no doubt about it.
Pressure, gets rid of it. And he's knocked out of bounds.
Wow.
At the 24.
That was almost a face mask again.
Lucky 7.
Or possibly a late hit.
Probably was a face mask, actually.
Now they got 5 wide receivers out there.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 24-yard
Because that kind of looked like that guy had already gone out of bounds when he got clobbered there. So
Butler sends a man in motion. He's looking. Pressure coming. With the throw.
oh,
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Brings up a 3rd down play.
They're out there in the 5 wide receivers again.
Yep.
They're trying to spread out the defense with 5 wide receivers. With the pass.
Well, just threw another interception right at the safety.
Yep. Yeah, we were playing a 3-deep scheme there with man under 3.
Yeah.
That's why that safety was way out wide there, and that's why he was able to get in the business of that guy running the slant. Plus, I am close enough, I don't have to keep backing the corners off anymore, right?
Yep.
See, our defenses would be so much tougher if we actually had corners that could cover, because I could just leave the safeties down and they would defend against that kind of pass on their own. But because they don't, that's why I have all these other schemes in my playbook where I have to play short zones in that area.
Well, you pretty much have to back everybody up, though, when you're up against a team of speedsters, right?
Yeah. But if you only got 20 yards of field to cover, you don't got to worry about it.
Fullback gets the call, picks up about 5.
And it's funny, too, because I normally don't come out in man coverage that close to my end of the field, but if they're going to come out in 5 wide receivers, I kind of have to. Because I got to make sure there's no mismatch, no 2-on-1.
Uh-huh.
Directing traffic.
Well, here we are. 3rd down and 1, and we're going to see if we can get it on the ground up the middle here.
Hand it off to the fullback.
Nope. Yep.
Oh, just barely.
Nice job picking up enough to convert for the first down.
He's happy.
Yep.
He might never make the Hall of Fame, but he made that first down, damn it.
They give it to the halfback. The back picks up about 2 on that carry. Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on their own 26. Directing traffic.
Well, we'll just keep working the ground game here. See if we can get into a 3rd and short again here.
Again, he'll get the ball.
Oh, no!
The visiting
Oh,
team.
I'm pretty sure that was a fumble too.
Yeah, it was. It came out straight. That was a big hit.
Yeah.
I think that was the defensive tackle.
So it's 1st and 10.
What can I do? It's the year of the turnover.
Yep.
Closing in, throwing. Seems like all they have to do is just throw it near this guy, and he finds a way to come down with it.
Yeah, I was talking to the coach this week, and he told me that he's probably got the best hands in the team. And right there, he just showed us why.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Get in there. Let's go. Come on. Drops back under pressure to the end zone.
All right.
I played that extremely aggressively. I came out into cover 2 and then shaded the zone that way, and I had nobody covering the right side.
He's got to make the play.
Well,
especially down
you had a guy in the
zone.
right place at the right time there. Isn't that funny how they seem to be out in the huddle with you though when you called that play?
Using motion. Dropping back, pressure, gets the pass off, on the money.
Oh.
And he's tackled at the 1.
Makes
And
the
that's a
miracle
gain of
catch.
8.
Goal line D.
Hand it off.
Ah.
And it's not finished yet.
Now, this is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone. Just get
It's
in
pretty
behind
hard
the
to
center
stop
and
that
fire,
kind of thing.
keep pushing and
Yeah.
pushing
Well,
until
you know
we
what?
got 6 points in the
I'm
board.
definitely, if we have too many more fumbles in this season, I might be
Comes in for the extra
looking
point.
at drafting a running back, and I don't know whether they have the scouting and that kind of thing in this version
The extra point
anymore. I don't
attempt is
remember,
good.
but I
Yeah.
will definitely be looking for somebody who
6 points.
takes care of the ball first and foremost.
Yeah, it's going to matter a lot more in this game.
Yeah, because you know what I've discovered with these, 3 running back sets that I run, that I seem to be able to run with some of these slower halfbacks just fine. Oh, look at this. And it seems like it's the speed back, like the number 1 running back that coughs the ball up all the time, right?
Yep.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 19.
And there's nothing you can really do about that. The guy's just fumble prone, right?
Hand it off to the back. DeAngelis gets right in there and brings him down. He laid a good hit on him there for his 5th tackle of the game.
Sadly, there were no gaps there.
Stuffed on that play,
Yep,
John.
that's
They're
right.
just relentless when the offense decides to run the ball. They break down blocks very quickly. And they do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunities.
It's like hybrid coverage, zone man coverage.
Yeah.
Man in motion. Dropping back. Gets rid of it.
I'm gonna. Oh, come on! Wow, what was wrong with that?
Catch and run, but you don't want to
Oh,
land
that sucks so much. Why would that pass be off target? I don't get it. That was like ridiculously easy pass to throw. Look at that. I wasn't even under any pressure. He's wide open. I'm standing still in the pocket. And that was just like totally overthrown.
Let's get back to the play on the field.
And that's from a quarterback with a like
Here is a third
99 accuracy rating. Like I somehow think sometimes that some of these things are scripted, right? It just seems that way.
Well, you're probably right.
Number 1 sends a man in motion. Looking for an option. Crossing it over the middle.
Because you know what? I just don't know what to say. I mean, I could see if that guy's not an especially good receiver, I could see if it hit him in the hands and he dropped it maybe.
Yep.
But to overthrow it, and that was a nice soft touch pass and everything else too, right? Like I was definitely
not putting a lot into it.
Yeah, like I kept my cool and I definitely aimed that one like I wasn't leading it even. Like I basically just threw it right at the guy, right?
Yep.
And it just sailed away.
Backing off. Number 84.
And that would have been a huge gain if he'd have caught that. Like, wow.
Receives the handoff. They'll go with a play fake. And it's complete.
No, I agree with you. Some of these things just are scripted.
First and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. Turley, the deep back. They'll pass on first down. Throwing.
That's a fumble. Oh, he didn't get it back. Oh.
Yeah, that's a heads-up play. You always need to keep your eyes open because you never know when.
I just don't get what his proneness to throw that ball away is.
Well, they all the AI just plays like that. They like it doesn't matter who you're playing. They all play like that, right?
I mean, I know that's true, but this guy seems especially prone to it.
Drops back, throwing short to his left. He finds his man. With yet another catch, he's now up to 8 receptions.
Yep, this guy's been plucking it right.
Their running back has 8 catches.
Well, you know where they've been throwing it most of the time.
Yeah, really. They've been throwing sideways like all game long.
With the pass. This one falls incomplete. 4th down.
It looks like we got a good pass defense there. Laid the hit on the guy after deflecting it away.
Yeah.
Palmer will come into this game to punt. Here's the kick.
I gave him a bump.
Yep, you gave him a bump, and that was enough. That's all it takes. Oh, boy. How do we change the way that things have been going here?
Well, honestly, I think things aren't going too bad, considering that we've still got time.
He was met right at the line, might have even
I think your left tackle got pushed into the backfield there.
Yeah.
Usually the team that gets the best leverage.
I just absolutely cannot believe that guy like couldn't, like I couldn't get the pass to that guy. Like, that's unbelievable.
Watch that linebacker; he could be spying.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really planning to throw it in that direction, anyways, but only if I see everything completely clear right out.
Which it did.
Yeah, which it did. So we'll throw it there.
At the 27. Number 1 seems to put every throw right on the numbers.
I'll tell you, of all the quarterbacks.
Yeah, we'll just throw it there while we're running backwards, right?
I mean, hey, you know what? It worked out.
He's not the kind of guy who's going to throw a lot of balls into coverage either.
So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the home team ahead of the visiting team, 28-14. The teams are set for the 4th quarter of play.
All right, how are we looking here? Oh, yeah?
Zone defense.
Man in motion. Dropping back, closing in, gets the pass off.
He got it.
Yep. And he hung on to it, too.
36. He's always very composed in the pocket, John. Nothing rattles him.
Yeah, when you
Iannacone, I mean, he's got his problems because he's a rookie, right? But I think he has potential if he can learn to hold on to the ball a little better.
he needs to learn how to hold on to the ball a lot better.
Jones moves in motion.
That's not the shift I would expect.
Play to the left.
Nope, but that's okay.
Just about 3 yards there.
I just ran that play because I hadn't done that yet in this game, so...
You gotta run the obligatory toss
You
play?
gotta run the obligatory toss play, yeah. See, look at they've run almost the same number of plays as us, but our time of possession is way bigger, right?
Dropping back. It's rid of it.
Came off the line super clean there.
Yep.
Mohammed stops him at the 44-yard line. Number 1.
Yeah, well, those pass plays are very quick, and they're also very hard for defenders to jam as well, right?
Yep.
Calling an audible. Fullback handoff, and he stopped at the 41-yard line. 4-yard pickup there by the fullback.
Well, I just might have a 100-yard game going on here.
Jones comes in motion. That play good for about a yard.
Well, the more we can hold on to it, the less time they got to score.
Yep, that's right.
About 6 to go.
Give it all you got, D. Come on. Get in there, man. We got nothing. Set.
Ooh.
Come on. Get up. Got the ball. Stay guys.
Drops back, under pressure, gets rid of it, breaking free.
Yeah!
A little Patriot slant there.
Yep.
Yeah, what happens? You get into a rhythm. The way this guy's
Throwing it underneath.
Yeah, throw it underneath to the tight end to the flat.
Stay. Set. Let's go. Come on. Hit him low. Cowboy.
Well, we'll keep on working the clock here. Playing keep away.
You give it to the halfback, boom to run.
Ooh, gonna have a nice run here. If number 37 hadn't gotten my way.
Still got a nice run.
Yeah.
Any run that gets you a first down is a nice run. I know John might not agree. You know, you didn't pick up 30 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Set. Man, no.
Again with a carry.
Oh, too bad.
Back picks
That
up about 2 on that carry.
wide receiver couldn't hang on to that corner for just a little bit longer.
See, the way I'm looking at it is just keep the clock moving. That's
Yeah.
all that matters.
That's right.
Bring that pain, baby.
What are we doing here?
They just brought down the safety.
We'll see.
Man in motion.
Run.
Pressure with the throw.
Yeah,
Hey, it got batted down the line.
couldn't get it over the
Quarterback
line.
already
Yeah.
had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly.
Typical.
But it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch.
Well,
Defensive back of the year, and he's like 315 pounds and over 6'5".
actually, I've managed to avoid the worst of that so far, at least in this game. But we'll
It still
see.
happens now and then.
It still happens now and then.
Pressure coming. Looking for a receiver. Throws it.
Oh, couldn't hang on to it.
Incomplete pass.
And then we're
There's a
gonna okay.
flag on
Are
the
they
play.
gonna accept the penalty or are they gonna decline? They accepted the penalty.
They have to repeat 3rd down.
That's what you call an uphill battle.
Well,
for the
you're
first
still in
down.
field goal range.
I guess I am still in field goal range.
Maybe they look at it as they're just going to make the field goal harder.
Maybe. that's probably why they did that, actually.
And they'll be looking at a 3rd and long now after the penalty backs them up.
They're out there in a 4-3.
He's looking, throwing.
Uh-oh, he pressed the wrong button.
Pass was incomplete. Good read by the quarterback, but the receiver couldn't gain control.
Field goal.
Drops on 3rd down that would have gotten you a 1st down could really demoralize a team. Your quarterback makes a good throw, but the guy on the other end...
Well, we certainly have gotten a lot of penalties in this game anyway.
Tried his field goal. And it's up.
Well, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Sails through. It's good.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. And you can see that hard work paying off when you make a kick like this one.
Here's the kickoff team.
Took 14 plays to move the ball 45 yards.
That's good, though. Runs time off the clock.
Yeah.
Because these guys can pretty much do whatever they want on offense. There's not much I can do about it.
Yeah, well, like I said, though, they tend to do whatever they want on offense for about 30 or 40 yards, and then they throw an interception or something, right?
Yeah, that's at least as lucky as it's been so far.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20.
Yeah, what do you got, 3 interceptions in this game?
Some such.
Yeah.
Using motion. Going to the air on 1st down.
There's another...
The home team.
My
Right.
God! Stop that!
Yeah, like what
Take a look at that replay.
What is that? Like how can anybody expect a receiver to catch that, right?
He's getting rid of it, though, because we've got a blitzer coming around the outside.
But, I mean, really, like, how can you expect anybody to catch a bullet like that? Because that was not a lob, like, that was not a touch pass either, right? Like, he threw that hard.
Yep.
And I just don't see how any, you need to take a couple of steps further back in the pocket before throwing those, big guy. If you're trying to throw the ball away or whatever, I mean...
Yeah, because that's the 3rd time that's happened. Probably on the same play.
Yeah.
And it's because I keep sending that blitzer around the outside, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? That guy isn't close enough to cause a problem yet, but it's like the AI quarterback just panics and throws it away, right?
Changing the play now.
Well, and even psychic receivers can't help with that one.
They'll go with a run once
Yeah,
again.
well, I don't know. Oh, wow, they're not counting me as in. I don't know whether you can even really count that as a drop because it hit him in the back, right?
And
Yep.
here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far.
3rd down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means that your offense is making big plays when they need them.
Well, at this point, I don't really care if I score a touchdown or not. I'm going to jam it up the middle, and
This one is handed off.
well, I got in anyway.
Home team. So they get in on the ground.
Yeah,
You celebrate there, number 25.
They'll get set for the extra point. The kick is up, and he tacks on the extra point. So they were able to use their great field position and drive the short distance to get into the end zone.
As a defense, you have to dig in there and hold them to 3 when you're put in a position like this. But that sure isn't an easy task when you're facing an offense that can move the ball like these guys.
Well, I'm still kicking it to that right side.
No matter what you do.
No matter what I do, I just can't seem to stop myself.
The visiting team will start this
I keep hitting the accuracy meter a little bit early, right?
Yep.
Ball on their own 25. The corners playing
I
back.
just can't seem to get a handle on that.
The backs are lined up in an eye. To the air on 1st down. Steps up into the pocket. Goes with a short
He's
pass.
still throwing it sideways.
Good one. Continues to be a reliable target.
This is why he throws those backwards passes, because all he does is throw it sideways.
Yeah.
The visiting team line up in the
It's all
shotgun.
his own damn fault.
Bust this grill,
looking. Trying something to the left.
Has forever to throw the ball.
That would have been a huge play for the offense. But
That must have been a very slow
Even though that
developing
pass was
pattern.
incomplete, that kind of pass stretches the defense.
Like a deep post or
Softening up the
something?
middle for passes underneath, while allowing
Well, we had the
running
safety
game
facing
to
the
take
line of scrimmage
advantage
back
of a
there.
little more
Yeah.
room at the line of scrimmage.
using motion.
Yeah, the amount of time it took for them to get that deep, though, was surprising, right?
Throws it. Perfect.
There's another sideways pass.
And yet another reception to his total. He currently has 9.
Yeah, you know you're doing something wrong with your halfback has 9 catches.
Well, it's not like they don't have the ability to throw the ball downfield.
Yeah,
They're just not.
they've got all these superstar wide receivers, and they're throwing it to the halfback in the
Hey, no
flat.
reason to
Over
take
and
a
over and
chance.
over
Over
again.
and over and over, yeah.
Move there by the returner.
I don't know, maybe they ain't got anything over the middle, short and over the middle in the New York playbook here.
I don't know.
Because that's kind of what I'm giving up here. I'm not even playing any short zones in the middle anymore.
And the halfback
I'm just playing flat zones and man coverage and deep zones. I gave up on the short zones a while ago. They're not even looking there.
He sees something.
Alright, there's this big hole in the coverage right in the middle of the field. And
Yeah.
they're not even looking there.
We'll get the call again. About a 4-yard gain there.
Well, you know what? I think we've just about got this wrapped up, so I'm just going to run the ball here, and if I don't make a first down, I'm okay with kicking it back to them.
And if you do make a first down, you get to run even more time off the clock.
That's right.
Collins.
Wow. Okay, well, they're going to decline that one. We're playing flag football out here again. Man, oh man, have we taken a lot of penalties in this game. I'm sure we must be the most penalized team in the league.
Yeah, but like last game, we had almost no penalties whatsoever.
Yeah, but then the one, I can remember having one where we had 80 yards in penalties, too.
I don't know what it is. It's like the game...
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
I
That's
just
out of bounds.
shanked the hell out.
Oh, no,
Okay,
it's
well,
not.
it's going right down the middle. That's okay. Every now and then you get lucky,
Back it comes to the 20.
I guess.
But yeah, like, I don't know what the game logic is to decide if you're getting a penalty or not, but it seems like if you get one penalty in a game, you're going to get a lot, and it seems like if you don't get a penalty, you just never are going to get any.
The visiting team using
Yeah,
motion.
pretty weird.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Rolling. This
Well,
pass
he
is
threw that one right at a
The
defender,
pass
too.
brings up
Yeah, he
the
hit my
second down.
defensive end in the ass with that one.
No, I think he did reach back with his right hand to knock it down.
Second down and 10 to
I don't
go.
think so. Take a look at that. I'm pretty sure that it actually hit him in the back. Oh, no, you're right.
Yep, he reached out with his hand and knocked it down.
And we go back to the game.
You are right.
Butler gets set. The visiting team using motion. Dropping back. Rosen. He finds his man. Gain of 4.
Hey, that's why your defensive linemen have so many tackles, right?
Yeah, it's because they're doing pass coverage all day long. It's the only way to get tackles in this game, right? Because defensive line success is really hard to get.
Closing in. Gets the pass off. Perfect
Yeah.
pass. Good one.
The running back gets another catch.
Yep, he's got 10 now.
Week after week to get open, and that's his 4th catch today.
Oh, no, that was the fullback.
Oh, that was the fullback
So
this time.
8 to the halfback and 4 to the fullback.
Yep.
Have they thought about looking downfield?
So the lineup to punt after
Well,
the-
whenever they do that, they throw an interception, though.
He signals for a fair
Whoa.
catch.
What
He
was
did the
that?
right thing. Concentrated and caught the ball.
I got no idea.
It's 1st and 10.
Maybe I signaled for the fair catch a little late.
Maybe.
To carry it. About a 2-yard gain by the fullback.
Well, I think we're in run the ball 3 times in punt territory here.
Directing directing traffic.
I've never seen so many halfback flats in my life.
Yeah, they sure do throw there a lot, don't they?
I think that's why we ended up designing defensive plays where we just like run players out to the flat on every play. We just kind of assume that AI offenses are going to throw there.
Yep.
And this is why. This game is a perfect demonstration is why.
Yeah, well, you know what? This game may have been where that particular defensive method started, but it certainly continued in Madden 05, for sure.
Oh, nice stiff arm and then a face mask.
Yeah.
Although I think that face mask will actually stop the clock.
Will it? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know if penalties are supposed to stop the clock in there or not. It seems like in Madden 05 they don't, and in Madden 04 they do. And I don't know what the rule is, or if there was a rule change, or what.
I think actually inside, like, it depends on what part of the game it is. Like inside 3 minutes or something, because I noticed too that plays that go out of bounds
2 minutes to the final gun. Carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards.
seem to be handled differently as well. Depending, like in the last 2 minutes or 3 minutes of a half.
Yep.
Calling an audible now. Another run. Gain of a couple on that carry.
I'm guessing this should be a run.
I think you're guessing right there, John. It's going to be a run.
If only you had a run that took up a lot of time, like a wide receiver reverse.
Have you ever run a wide receiver reverse?
Yeah, they usually break horribly and don't function at all in Madden.
That's right. You're lucky if you can even get the handoff to the wide receiver executed.
But it would take a lot of time.
Hand it off. New York balls
Oh, look, if they called a timeout. I guess they want one more gasp at this yet, hey?
Yeah, apparently.
With the time remaining. They'll try to place this inside the 10.
No, we won't. We'll just pooch it. And it goes where it goes.
Time on this one.
Well, that one got away from them, and there we go.
Inside the 10. Oh, look, the players can't down it.
The defense is trying to force a turnover.
Yeah, it's nice when your short punt does that. Which is, if I can't hit a blocker, then I'm hoping that it'll roll to a stop inside their 10-yard line, right?
Throws it.
Oh, well, he coughed that one up.
They're going to make the quarterback keep throwing because it's the only way that they have a shot at coming back.
The visiting
Oh,
team
come on
line
now.
up with
At this point, they don't have a shot at coming
Quarters are
back.
Giving a bit of a cushion. We're just about down to 1 minute. Gets rid of it, and the catch is made. New York calls a timeout. That's their second. They'll pass on every play from here on out.
When you're down by more than one score and there's less than a minute left, that's all you can really do.
One thing I've noticed, though, is that we haven't been able to run the score up, except against that cupcake team. But you know how sometimes in Madden 05, even against a balanced team or something like that, we can run the score up and score like 50 or 60 points?
Yep.
But I noticed we haven't been able to do that here,
Or
right?
you can just run the ball. Just about anything.
This is just about the most lopsided game we've played against a non-cupcake team so far, right?
Yeah, and it was mostly because of their offensive miscues rather than, like...
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't because I was, lighting them up on offense myself. It's mainly because they keep making mistakes and turning the ball over, right?
The hot potato quarterback.
They're lucky that wasn't a fumble, too. Although at least he had time to run that, looked like a halfback screen.
Dropping back. Pressure. Throwing. He finds his man.
And at least he had time to run the route and turn around and face the quarterback before the ball got there, right?
He'll stop the clock with a spike.
They're just padding their stats now. Really?
I mean, it's not like I can actually stop them. I can only slow them down.
Yeah. Well, the only way you stop them is to take the ball away, right?
Pressure coming. Looking for an option. Gives this
And he
one a
goes
wide
deep, and he catches it in the middle of that crowd.
timeout here.
And there's their last timeout.
Remaining. And again, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, they're getting a good push up front. And the receivers are getting open. They're making
Well,
a
he's
catch.
30 of
That's what you
48
have to
for
do to get in the end zone.
238 yards. That's actually pretty good. That's as good as anybody's ever done against you so far.
Passing on 1st down. With the pass.
Whoa.
drops the interception.
Well, I'm sure glad he got that one, or else it was going to be a touchdown. A completely meaningless touchdown.
Yep, that was a takeaway opportunity, that's for sure.
2nd and 10.
I think in this situation, I'd probably play 4 deep and try and cover the flats because they're if they do throw, they're probably going to be trying to throw to the end zone just like that, right?
Yep, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
They'll play things tighter on the outside.
3, 2, 1, 0. You held them out. They ran out of time. Although they will have an inflated amount of passing yardage, right?
Yep.
So we're 7-0 now. Wow, look at us go. We're almost at the midway point of the season.
Yep, we're doing good.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we passed the trade deadline last week, too.
Yep. Forced 3 turnovers.
I didn't
yep.
force those turnovers. He just threw it right at me. Now, he's throwing it at the wrong color jerseys, and then he also threw the ball backwards a couple times.
Yeah, well, it's rough.
They barely tried to run the ball at all.
No, they had 33 rushing yards and 249 passing yards. So, there you go.
Look at the giveaways, though.
Yeah. So you stopped them in the red zone once. They got 2 touchdowns in 3 trips to the red zone, and you turned them away empty-handed once.
I think one of those might have been an interception or something. I don't remember.
And we got 9 penalties for 80 yards. So another 80-yard penalty
Oh
game,
my god!
right?
I don't know what determines that.
Yeah. And they had 1 penalty for 5 yards.
Balanced referee.
Yeah, really.
This is a home game too. We're supposed to have the advantage.
Yeah, we're playing flag football out there. Oh my!
We'll have to do a league in this one of these days with the penalties maxed out.
Oh, I don't think I'd even want to play that.
It would be fun for people to watch, though.
Yeah. So anyway, I managed a 78.8 quarterback rating. I got a touchdown pass and an interception, and threw for 159 yards. I completed 62% of my passes.
Well, that puts you above the league average at this time, I think.
Yeah. So I was 15 of 24. And then rushing, well, I gave it to this guy 29 times, and he still couldn't really do much with it.
And he fumbled.
And And Patrick Stewart actually did okay for a guy who's like 100 years old.
Yeah,
right?
damn.
Engage. And yeah, Santa Claus got a rushing touchdown on that scramble. Our fullback got one, and Doug Coyle looks like, you know what? This guy here is a scrub backup halfback.
Yep.
And so is this guy.
Yep.
But you look at their statistics, and they're not really very different than this guy, right? Who's our starter.
Well, I think the thing is both Stewart and Coyle have desirable ball-carrying statistics outside of their agility and speed and maneuverability.
Yeah.
So they have all the things that you don't look for in a halfback but appreciate to have. And then Ayana Kone has all of the things that you look for in a halfback, but none of the things that you appreciate to have, like carrying ability or any of that.
Yeah. Anyway, I had 4 drop passes in that rather modest amount of pass attempts. 4 drop passes and 24 pass attempts. There's Santa Claus with his 12 tackles, and he also contributed a sack and 5 penalties.
Hey man, he just New York is getting coal in their stockings. I don't know what else I can say.
So. Yeah, I guess so. And Mr. Grumpy there, he had a busy day today too. 8 tackles and an interception. And then your left end got 8 tackles.
Yeah, and a penalty.
Yeah, and well, he had 2 penalties actually too. So there you go, the defensive standouts. And you got 2 sacks, one from the right outside linebacker and one from Santa Claus. And 3 interceptions.
How many pass deflections did we have?
Not very many. Not
Just
very many.
3.
No.
Wow, I wonder what the offense statistics are going to look like. That guy would complete like 80% of his passes or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. So I didn't do too bad, I guess. I had a net average of 37 yards and got that nice inside the 20 punt there. Well, he managed to pull his rating up to 50.2. He threw for 257 yards and 3 interceptions. 31 of 50, so he completed 62% of his passes, including a long one of 38 yards. And they ran the ball a whopping 12 times. And then this guy with all the fumbles, I guess, those were more or less attempted passes that turned into fumbles, right?
Yep. So without those and without the pass deflections, he would have completed 74% of his passes.
Yeah.
And then he had 4 drops.
Oh, look at that. He had 4 drop passes in 50 pass attempts.
Yeah.
So that's what a good quality receiving group looks like, right? And I'm guessing that those passes to the those passes to the halfback didn't count as drops, because if they hit him in the back, they're not really eligible to be catchable balls anyways, right?
Well, but if they hadn't had any drops, they would have had a 72% completion rate.
Yeah.
So.
But anyway, that's another game in the books for Santa and his elves.
Yep.
And we are now 7-0, and we're leading in our division and turning out to be pretty competitive.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Yep. But anyway, until next time.
I'm RecB5.
And I'm Sandman99.
Merry Christmas.